think we're live.
Hey guys.
So I don't know if the sound's going to be okay. We're kind of have the MacBook up in the bookshelf right now, but we figured we had a lot of sales today, and it's a holiday weekend, so we're going to go ahead and do some shipping, so you guys can kind of see what we're doing. It's
people always ask on like how we ship and stuff, so figured we can just kind of do it on camera, and you'll just see how it goes. I'm not like, this isn't a scripted video or anything, so whatever.
Very impromptu.
You'll just see how I do it, and hopefully it will help you.
So I guess first of all, is the sound okay? Because it's kind of in a bookshelf, and I'm hoping it's not like echoey. If so, I'll move it. And hey guys, I see Beth, Planet Space, Basic Wit, Laura Bravo's here. All right, they're saying we sound good. Okay, there's 11 people here already. Well, so yeah, if you guys have any questions, we're just gonna kind of I was hoping you'd see some of the boxes. I guess I'm blocking them there. You'll kind of see what we do. We got, so far we have 30 packages to pack up. That's from what, Saturday?
Since
yesterday at 11. So it's been a lot of sales for us, a lot more than usual. And with it being a holiday weekend, we were thinking that video for Tuesday would be kind of huge, and so we figured we'd try to do this and let you guys kind of see how we pick and pull our packages and ship them. So whenever you're ready.
All right. So first thing is an AC. It's a Gap shirt. It has a Christmas tree on it.
What color is it?
Like white. So these are eBay. We're just gonna pull them all first because we're gonna do a bulk shipping after we got them all.
Yeah, typically what we do is this right here. She'll figure out all the orders, and I'll kind of be the gopher and run for them and set them here on the desk. We typically do all of our orders at the same time, not just eBay's, but we figured it'll give me some time to talk to you guys and see what's up. So
box L has some 9 West animal print shoes.
Box L. All right.
CB, some clogs. They're like brown.
CB?
Yeah.
Brown clogs. These ones here? Nature?
Nature, yeah.
So how many eBay sales do we have?
I think like 12 or 13.
12 or 13. So we did start a sale last night. So that might be why we've got quite a few on eBay. Laura, the potato soup was good. And we have a lot left over, so we're probably going to be eating it for a couple days.
All right, CO, Hannah Anderson, Yeti pajamas.
CO, Yeti pajamas. Lawrence? Do you want to pull up the stream on the other screen there? You can kind of see chat. Let me get a second.
Box T is a green Tommy Bahama sweater.
And we'll go through these once we pull them. We'll kind of show you what sold and what it sold for.
Click on this.
Yeah, make sure the volume's down though. Just mute it down on the bottom there.
In there?
Oh, did you? I guess.
I don't know. I really don't know anything about YouTube.
Sorry, it's spur of the moment, so it's the production is horrible, but hopefully you guys are enjoying it.
Gosh.
Oh, good job, Beth. You got 10 to pack. That's awesome. Planet Space, you guys are so laid back. Love that. Yeah, we don't try to fluff it, for anybody. This is how it is.
AW. What were you? Oh, there's some Oshkosh jeans.
Are they kids?
And then those up there, those gray Livy and Luca boots.
That's great.
Yeah. And then, are those Lucky Brand boots up there? I don't know if those are. Are those Lucky Brand?
They're Lucky Brand, yeah.
Yeah, those are the ones that's one. I really don't like this right. I don't want to look at that.
We'll pop out the chat so you can kind of follow the chat.
How do I do that?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't think you can.
Pop out chat. There we go. Hi, Nick Pick Thrift. Good to see you. BM. What's in here?
Little Ugg booties. BX.
BX.
North Face pink bunting. CN. It's a Johnny Was mask. It's this blue one. North Face black fleece is hanging.
Is there a number?
No.
Oh, it's one of these.
One more eBay and then we'll start shipping.
Yeah, we'll get to the chat in just one moment when I'm not running around.
All right, BJ is Burton Red Beanie.
A beanie?
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So should I put the eBay over up here then to do the ship?
Well, they're probably not going to be able to see all the shipping specifics. We'll just kind of
All right, so
talk about it.
You can't see the computer at all, huh?
No.
Okay, well, yeah, so like to do shipping, you just kind of, well, this is how I do it. I'm sure there's other ways to do it. I click on the little bell up on the top, and then it says paid ship now, however many sales you have. So I'm going to click on that, and it's taking me right to the bulk shipping. I don't know if it used to or we saved it to do this, but this is where it puts me at. And then, yeah, I just go one by one, and then I pretty much always go through eBay and not like anywhere else just because pirate ship is mostly the same unless it's like a really heavy item that I can get in a tiny box. But so how do you want to show them what's sold or what?
Let me answer some of these messages first, and then let's see. You put your shoes in boxes. That's the only thing I keep out. Yeah, if the shoes are small enough to fit in the boxes, we'll put them in. We do have up on our top shelf here space for big boots and stuff like that. But hi Kelly, good to see you. Simple Life. eBay sales were awful for us this week. Worst week in over a year. That's a bummer.
Hand me a padded flower. So like the first two that I just typed in were easy. I just went by weight, but like, so this is something where I'm hoping I can fit it in this padded flat rate, because if not, it's going to be expensive. So, and this is something I sold really cheap because I've had it for like 2 years and I just want to make my money back at this point. So.
Yeah, it is kind of nice having that shipping break though, huh? Simple life. Hi, Diana. Good to see you. Tomorrow's supposed to holiday. In case. Yeah, no, we know tomorrow's a holiday, or Monday. It's not Sunday, right? Oh, it is Sunday. Yeah, Monday tomorrow.
Well, we just couldn't wait to do all this shipping until then.
So the reason we were hopping on tonight, for those who are just joining us, is we have 30 sales to pack up as of now, and we know we're not going to be able to ship out tomorrow. And so that fits in that padded flat rate. So we were worried about our weekend what sold video, and it being like an hour long if we had to go through all these. So we figured we'd kind of do this and show you guys a little bit of shipping. We get a lot of questions about shipping, so, and our inventory. You can kind of see how efficient it is the way we do it. Let's see. Destiny said she needs to have her husband help pull orders.
Yes, that is very helpful.
Beth said, before I organized my inventory, I would call my husband in when I was in tears because I couldn't find an item when it sold. Yeah, we've been there.
It's always not worth the item too.
Yeah, it seems to always be the $5 items, right? The ones you can't find.
These are all still first class packages. So I either, if you didn't know this, like first class, you don't need to put like, these are the things that matter: 4 ounce, 8 ounce, 12 ounce, and a pound. So if your thing is like 6 ounces, don't put 7, just put 8. It's the same price.
Round up. Yeah.
So I don't know. If you didn't know that, you don't. Yeah, those 4 are the ones that matter. So always round up to the 4. So
just for good measure, you know.
These jeans are 7.9, and I know my poly mailer is 0.5, so I'm gonna have to pay for a 12 ounce here because it's gonna be over 8 when I put it in the poly. All right, but I did charge the buyer a 12 ounce rate, so yeah, it's also good to know your shipping, like how much something weighs before you list it. These are 16 ounces. I just feel like not everyone knows that because I'm always getting packages that are like random, obscure, like this is 7 ounces, this is 11 ounces, when you don't really need to do it like that. Just give yourself the extra.
Right.
In case it goes over. Right, so these are
Caitlin's here. Hi, Caitlin. Good to see you. Sorry, I wasn't expecting this many people. Honestly, it was kind of late and super last minute. So thank you guys.
Just be something you guys watch later.
Yeah, we were kind of more for future watching, but wow, we're so surprised. You guys are awesome. Thanks for coming by. eBay death by item specifics from Nature Girl. Yeah, that was kind of a surprise for us, I guess. Maybe because we just don't pay that much attention, but all those item specifics that they're going to be requiring soon.
Over 700. So I did start those, and I feel like that's why I got a lot of sales was, you know, a while back I was kind of like doing whatever was going to end that day anyways. I would just end it and then do a similar so that it shows up as a new listing for new buyers, new eyes. And I always felt like I got a lot of sales from that, but I stopped doing it when we got kind of busy listing new items and stuff. And I just, since they had all those showing up, I'm like, well, let me just start back doing that again. So this whole, like yesterday and today, I did like probably 30. So not even a ton, but I'm going to do a little bit every day. I think it says it's required by February. So by then I should have them all done. And then as we list new stuff, we're just doing it the right way. So
yeah, I think there are some that may be required now. I'm not exactly sure, but we didn't get hit with many of those or any of them. So it seems like a lot of ours are for February. So we're just going to take it slow.
So like for these boots, they weigh 1 pound, 14 ounces. And
so yeah, very important to have a scale for shipping.
I could technically put some bubble wrap around them and then probably throw them in a poly, but I did charge this buyer $9.25 for shipping, and if I just put them in a box, it's exactly $9.25. So I'm gonna put them in a box. But if like for some reason I undercharged the buyer and I was gonna lose a lot of money, I'd probably put them in a poly mailer. But yeah, so I'm gonna pay for the 3 pound rate, which this person lives in Washington, so it's gonna be $9.25.
And if you guys have any questions, definitely leave them in the comments, and I'll get to them eventually. So Debbie asks, what kind of printer do you use? We use the Dymo 4XL. We went to Thermal probably a year ago. And then I think we had to print a label because we have a laser printer otherwise. You can kind of see it there in the corner. We printed a label on that the other day, and it took forever. And I can't believe how much we've taken that little Dymo for granted. If you have the ability to upgrade to a laser, or what is it, a thermal?
It really pays for itself because you don't have
It
to
does.
buy ink.
Yeah, if you're doing any kind of volume, definitely get a thermal.
You don't have to buy you have to buy the labels, but you don't have to buy like this. We used to use those sticker labels. I feel like those are more expensive than just the Dymo because these are like what, $0.01 each?
I can't remember. They're a few
really
cents
cheap,
maybe.
But yeah, I think the old labels we used were like 2 to 3 cents each. So I don't know. And it prints fast. It's worth it.
Yeah, that with eBay bulk printing, it just prints them all in one strip, and it's really kind of streamlined that. Let's see, Laura, where can I buy the clear bags? I think we have links in all of our descriptions that have those. They're the cellophane bags. We have two different sizes. They're right here. We bulk buy them in 1,000 packs of 1,000.
I got all these in here. And
that's not too loud.
So the shipping for these like 12 or 13 items is going to be $63.11, and that just takes the money. We have it set up anyways to take the money straight from what the buyer's already paid.
Because we're using managed payments.
Yeah, so that way, we're not upfronting the money the buyer's already paid. It'll just take it out of what they're going to send to our bank account. So we're paying $63.11, which I mean we're paying, but the buyer paid. Like I've charged shipping for all these items. So all right, and then I'll print them. You'll see kind of how quickly they print out.
So our printer is right here. Won't be able to see it, but you'll hear it. All right. I broke a $50 item looking for a $12 item. Yeah, it happens, and that's so frustrating, isn't it? When those little things happen like that. Destiny said I lost a $7 sale mug. Just found it yesterday, 2 months later. Yeah. So you can see the strip of labels coming through.
I usually don't wait to do I just get antsy and do shipping like pretty much as sales come in normally. So for me, waiting even this long to do them,
she's been chomping
I like
at the
to
bit all
get
day.
people that are tracking because I feel like if people think it's taking too long, they're going to want to cancel. Because I have had people try to cancel like a few hours after. Like, I don't know. Some people are just very impatient, especially on like holiday weekends. So, all right. So I don't know if there's a better way to do this, but then I just kind of like look through them and then put them on. So this is the Gap shirt. And yeah, most of the stuff's just going to go in poly mailers. We buy these on Amazon or at Shipping Hip, so we should have those links in the
Yeah, all those affiliate links should be down below in the description.
So like Shipping Hip, we do have a code as Ginger15. We don't have anything special for Amazon.
Oh, I scrolled down and I went too far down.
So like this is a Christmas shirt. So I like to kind of put, if it's a Christmas thing, I'm gonna put it in this like.
Yeah. We use the fancy poly mailers.
But I get them as cheap as I can.
Yeah, we don't spend too much on them, so.
They are a little more than the white, but
people like it.
Makes me happy, and people do say cute packaging and stuff a lot. All right, this was Noel. What should I put these in? Should I put these in a padded? Okay, so these shoes they're under £1, but normally I just put them in a poly mailer, but I'm just going to put them in a padded eBay envelope. This is the one that we got with our coupons.
So yeah, in our last video, we kind of talked about that, about eBay supplies. I put a link in that description that should take you right to where you can find, if you have an eBay store, they give you a coupon code every quarter to use on their supplies. And that's how we get all of our eBay tape and eBay mailers.
And I like these little stickers that say you've got great taste.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't love a compliment with their order, right?
Well, that's about as fancy as we get with our packaging. We use the clear cellophane bags.
We don't have thank you cards or anything like that. So
a little thank you sticker. We've got a few of them here. You can kind of see. So we just buy these by the roll. We have a few different kinds, but let's see. NBA Finals just ended. Beth said her heat. Oh, we just got a sale.
Tea collection shirt.
Sorry about that, Beth. I'm not huge into sports. But so Destiny says, for kids in on my Rollo. Oh, did I miss a question? Okay. How often do you run sales and keep them going for?
This one I started, what, Friday night or Saturday night?
I think we started Friday night.
Yeah, because we wanted it to run the whole weekend.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we started it after we went to the post office yesterday. I don't know. We started it Friday night or yesterday because it's Sunday, right? Yeah.
As far as eBay goes,
I wanted it to run through the whole weekend, so I think I have it ending on like Tuesday morning before I know that we would be going to the post office. So basically, any sales that come in before we go to the post office on Tuesday will probably be at. It's just a 15% off sale. I don't really overprice my items that much on eBay, so. Unless I start marking stuff up, I can't really do a higher discount than that. But even that seems to get a lot of traffic. And then I'll get new watchers on stuff. And if I do have a little more wiggle room, I'll still send them an extra offer, which I've done, which a lot of these sales are from.
So is there a way to print 4x6 shipping label for kids on Rollo printer? We've never...
I'm not sure. I'm assuming it's kind of like that.
We've never dealt with Rollo. Dymo has a software that comes with you could download it that works with the Dymo, and it's got like a screen capture kind of tool where you can look at the PDF and like drag from corner to corner and then print from there. And that's how we do Kitizen labels and Mercari labels, or your PayPal labels. Anything that doesn't come in the 4x6 format that works with the Dymo.
Like this is just a men's shirt. If I wanted to put it in a poly mailer, oh, I got a Mercari sale too. If I wanted to put this in a poly mailer, I'd have to kind of squish it a little or refold it. So this one's just gonna go in kind of like a larger eBay bag. Again, that we bought with our. This is one I really like from the eBay because it's bigger than a normal poly. So this is good for like jackets, fleeces, and stuff. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's good to have all these different kinds of options for shipping. Sorry, I know the comments are going like crazy. I'm probably way far behind. Oh, it looks like Destiny said that the Rollo does have a snipping tool. So yeah, I've thought about just buying a Rollo just to kind of compare and see.
I like the demo that it's fast, but it seems to.
It has some problems where it stops working. You got to unplug it.
Fix it. I would never be able to.
I actually did have to take it apart one time because the label got kind of stuck inside and it like got all sticky over the printer part. So I had to take it apart and get all that off. And that was pretty much the first 100 prints. It was bad. So let's see. Beth asked. Oh, Diana said, I was getting ready for bed, almost 11 here. Always get up at 5:30 with my husband. Sorry, Diana. This will be able for you to watch tomorrow. So if you're still here, definitely go get some sleep. Beth asked, do you use a regional rate box? I don't think we have.
I haven't haven't learned how to do that yet.
We've just never learned.
Yeah, we should.
Definitely. We live in Colorado. I don't know if that matters.
This means like, I think it just means like you pay for a 2-pound rate as long as you can fit it in the item, as long as it's going to a certain place. I think if it's going, I don't know exactly.
That's one of those things that we've been meaning to learn and figure out. We just have never given it time.
No matter how heavy it is, as long as you can fit it in the box, it's like a certain rate. But I don't know yet.
Oh, Gorgeous is here. Hi, Jess. Debbie Myers asked, how do you print on a Dymo with Kitizen? If you have the Dymo, there's that tool with it, and it has, I've been meaning to make a little YouTube video for it. It's really easy once you figure out how to do it, but a large one. Sorry, I might get loud here for a second. I know, Debbie, if you are on Instagram, if you DM us, Kathy has a little video that she kind of sends to people how to print with the Dymo. But I do want to make a thorough YouTube video so that we can reference that. Oh, Lana says, I have a Rollo, love it. I can even make thank you stickers with mine. That's cool. Honestly, we've never really looked into a Rollo at all, so we don't know all the cool capabilities. So we've got to maybe up our game. Hunter Ryan says, I got a Dymo from Shop Goodwill, but haven't tried to hook it up yet. I don't know if it's the 4XL. I think 4XL might be the only one that works, if I'm not mistaken, because it does the 4x6. And that seems to be what all the labels that all the big companies use, like eBay and Poshmark and all that.
I'll show you guys what we sold after. As soon as I finish the bulk shipping. But here's like another kind of big item I'm going to put in a bigger mailer, because otherwise I'd be squishing it into a normal 10x13.
And we'll run through what this stuff is, kind of like as a what sold video, since we're probably not going to be talking about these in our weekend what sold video. I lost the chat. Lisa E. Hi, Chris. I left you a question on your last video. What are the measurements of your shelves? Your setup would work great for us. I don't remember. Let me measure real quick.
I don't know where the hard one is.
Oh, it's over here. So it's pretty much just the depth of the box, which I think is like 16 inches deep. And I have 13 and a half inches for the shelf spacing. And overall, I think they're like 70 inches tall. And the reason I went with this height is that that's just where our ceiling kind of starts angling there. But that just happened to be as much space as we need there.
No, I ripped this label in half.
Uh-oh, ripped a label.
Is there a way to like print this one instead of printing 3? But I just need this one.
Can you right click on it or maybe print? What page is that? Sorry, we have an emergency, guys. So is it this one here?
That rich.
The last one?
Yep.
So if we go print, custom pages, it's the last one, 13. So just type 13 there. Oh, I didn't mean to push enter. Hopefully it doesn't print them all. Did that do it?
It didn't do nothing.
Just type 13. There we go. Let's see. For Texas.
His name's Rich.
Rich. Trying to not give private
I ripped the
information out.
label. Whoops.
Wasting 5 cents over there. So yeah, Lisa, that's the measurements. The boxes we use, I just got them from Walmart. I think they come in packs of 10. Sometimes they have an 11th one, which is kind of a gray check pattern. You can kind of see it back right there as like a bonus one. Sometimes they're just the packs of 10. But,
I only needed one shoebox today. This is our most used box, probably, but just one for eBay.
Hunter Ryan says I use resale bags to store my items.
Sorry.
Wrap them in tissue mail. Yeah.
I love to overtake things too.
Yeah.
Can you give me more plastics?
Plastic.
2 plastics. These are on the top shelf.
Still just a Poshmark shipping is the scary part. Yeah, I do feel like Poshmark does have a little bit more of a demand for pretty shipping and stuff like that.
Poshmark?
Right?
Not Poshmark, right? Poshmark, they gotta pay the shipping.
No, I mean not. I'm just saying like nice shipping, right? Like
Oh.
like bows and tissue paper. I think we might have done that a little bit, but quickly we just figured out plastic and poly mailer and sticker. And it surprisingly has worked out well for us. And I think a little bit of the cute poly mailers every once in a while helps out with that.
I used to put like candy in our kids' stuff, but like kid clothing sales.
Yeah.
But I stopped. Nobody really says anything.
Yeah, we don't get any bad reviews for shipping or anything like that. We also like ship like the next day, like super fast.
All right, I'll show you guys what sold really quick, just so you can have an idea of what stuff sells.
You want me to catch up on these questions real quick?
Do you want to show them what sold?
Well, I do, but I've got like a bunch of questions first.
All right.
So let's go through some questions real quick. Let's see, Beth. Printer broke during quarantine when everyone was buying up all the office supplies. Yeah, we do recommend thermals, especially if you're doing any kind of volume. You know, if you're doing a couple sales a week, maybe it's not quite worth upgrading just yet, just because they are a couple $100. But if you need to buy a new printer anyway, definitely something to think about. Let's see, Caitlin, where do you get the special stickers you're printing on? Thanks. So, Caitlin, that's this. I can't move it. We have a special printer. I know you're not. So, Caitlin is a friend of mine, a personal friend of mine. And she's new into reselling. So, the thermal printers, it's a little printer. It's made specifically to print out shipping labels or labels like name tags and stuff like that. I know when I used to work at the school, we used them for the schools and stuff. So it's a specific printer that prints out labels that works with the computer. So we just buy the labels through Amazon. Let's see, Jordan, I tried to use your all code for List Perfectly last night and it didn't work. I'm going to have to look into that. Thank you for letting us know, Jordan. Yeah, and they did just change, as Swimmer was talking about, they did change the affiliate program. I know our link has been working, but I did try to do a new code that's Ginger 30. And that might be the one you're talking about, Jordan. And I haven't tried it or anything, so. Let's see, Beth. I sell sports stuff. Sports fan my whole life. Made $35 on a toddler Heat jersey recently. Nice. Make that money.
Past jerseys.
Yeah, we're
like not really good with sports. I don't know if
we aren't good at sports at all,
or if they're still worth anything.
Yeah.
If they're not a current player.
I mean, I used to watch football, but that's about as much sports as I got.
I'll sometimes pick it up if it's not like particular to a player, like if it's like a nice hoodie or something, or if it's like an embroidered item, but like not specific to a certain player. But other than that, I stay away from sports, but I know there's good money there.
So I know I'm going to say your name wrong. Teszara Kang. I'm sorry if I said that wrong or butchered it, but she asked, do you put shoes in poly mailers? And if so, do you worry about the damage to shoes?
I always put them in polys, especially kids stuff. And nobody's ever complained about it.
Yeah, and we also put them in the cellophane bag, which is surprisingly durable. That and the poly mailer, it's surprisingly durable. It definitely protects it from scratches and stuff. Maybe not crushing if there was like some kind of crushing going on. But I think the way USPS ships, they put all those poly mailers in those like plastic bins, so they don't really have the opportunity to get squished so much. And so we've been doing it that way for a couple years now, and we haven't had any issues yet, any big issues. I think we might have had a recent issue where one of the shoes was kind of twisted, but I think that might have been heat from I'm just speculating, so I don't know that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There was some flip-flops that she said was twisting, and we gave her a refund.
To do with them being in the bullet.
Let's see. Yeah, we're getting sales left and right, Tiffany. Kathy's been listing like crazy and relisting like crazy. I think a lot of these you were saying were probably from you delisting and relisting.
And the sale, I think, helped. And then also a lot of this stuff that I sold, that's why I want to show you guys. Like some of it I'm just willing to, break even. It's old stuff. I just want my money back because I'm almost done with my death pile, guys. And as soon as I am, I'm going to be heading to Denver for as many days as I can and sourcing. I've never been to the bins up there, and I've been wanting to do it for so long. And I was about to do it, and then COVID, and I just never got up there since then. And now that our kids are back to school, and I'm almost through all this stuff that I've already bought.
Yeah.
I'm going to go make a big, big, big purchase. So trying to get money back for all the stuff that was bad buys or just stuff that our kids, like if my kids wore it, you can pretty much have it, as long as I'm making some money back on it. But
yeah. And my goal, my big goal right now is, because Kathy does like 90% of the business. I know we kind of say that a lot, but not everybody hears it or gets to hear it. But although we are a team, she does the majority of the business. I built the shelves and I kind of helped organize and all that kind of stuff. But so my big goal is to help like streamline everything, right? That's kind of what I did in when we worked real jobs a little bit. So my big goal next is to get rid of this desk, and I'm putting in a big 10-foot counter along this wall, and we're gonna have 2 workstations, because right now it's just the one, and this chair that I'm in now is uncomfortable to sit in for long periods of time. So for us to both be able to work up here at the same time at different computers. So
excited.
Yeah. Hoping to get that done by the end of this month. You can kind of see the lights up there. I did recently put in these new lights. I got some more to put in over there. But that's why it's so bright right now, being 9 o'clock. Let's see.
I'm just typing in what stuff so far.
So she's doing all the spreadsheet data, the books. We try to do that with every sale so that they're always up to date. And don't ask us for a spreadsheet because it's very poorly done. That's another one of those things that we've been wanting to fine tune and get done.
It's good enough for taxes.
And it's good enough.
But that's about it.
But as far as us,
not
like
like
how
a
many shoes do we
sellable
sell? It
thing.
doesn't tell us anything like that. Like it does, like we hope to one day.
Yeah, I'd like to have more data.
Let's see. So Beth said you could save on those 3-pound shoes.
On pirate ship.
Pirate ship.
Whenever I do that, it never, unless I get a smaller box, which I don't have a smaller box. So every time I do the pirate ship numbers, it's more than.
She says a regional rectangular box. I could ship heavy boots for that 2-pound rate.
Yeah. So those were 3 pounds though.
Oh, were they 3?
Yeah, those were. I paid for 3 pounds.
But so Beth, are you saying you could ship those 3-pound shoes at a 2-pound rate if you use that box?
Sense. Yeah, we need to learn about the region.
Yeah, we do. And thank you, Beth. That's going to motivate us to spend time and learn that. Caitlin asked, do you wash clothes in your washer before you send them out? So Caitlin, we did just recently get this question. Kathy is very, very picky in the stuff that she buys. And I know there's probably going to be a lot of difference in this opinion that when it's in the, in the thrift store or in like a Plato's Closet, it's more than likely had already been cleaned and then hung in a closet and then got donated. So we don't clean it if it doesn't stink or if it doesn't.
You can smell if it smells or not.
If it stinks or if it's really dirty, she's probably just going to pass on it. But if there's something that's like worth it, then we'll definitely buy it and put it in our washer. We do that with shoes kind of a lot, right? Like
I did that with the sweater recently. Like I had like a stain, but
I would say 95% of what we do, we don't wash. And we don't really get complaints.
And that's why I like shoes, because people don't care if they're a little dirty.
Right.
And I buy the ones that are only a little dirty to where we don't really have to wash them unless it's like, if it's from the bins and it's $1, I'll buy it even if it's dirty. But
the second assumption of that is we're assuming that the person who's buying used clothing is going to wash it before they wear it. So we're just, as long as it doesn't stink or it's not funky, then we don't even deal with it. So you can print labels with a Rollo. Yeah. I think we're gonna, if this printer ever goes out, I think we might do a Rollo. We do hear really good things about Rollo, and knowing that you have a screen capture tool too, that was kind of my biggest concern. Debbie said, I think I have Instagram. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up on these comments. I think I have Instagram, but I'll never get on it. I'll play around. So Debbie, if it's not that big of a issue right now, I do plan on making a video for that. That was kind of the big idea with the lights and stuff. So I can kind of come up here when kids are asleep and maybe Kathy's downstairs listing. I can do more of the techie kind of videos on my own up here. And so I'm trying to get our office to be, that's also part of the workstation idea. So I'm trying to get to that point where I can do those back end kind of videos with shipping or, organization, all that kind of stuff, inventory. We do have tons of ideas for videos and we don't have the time yet. So I'm trying to give us more time with the lights. Okay. But yeah, Debbie, if you do, it's just the software that comes with the Rollo, and you'll see a little button on the top, and you should be able to screen capture with that button. I think if you go around and look in there, you'll probably find it. Let's see, regional boxes will be your best friend. Saves me hundreds on shipping since I offer free shipping on many items. I live in Indiana and shipping out to the West Coast or Puerto Rico can eat up profit. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I always charge the buyer how much I know it is, but that'd be nice to save myself some money.
She's definitely to the point where she knows this is going to be X to ship, basically. Although sometimes we get random oh, I guess we're shipping this to St. Croix. We had one go out to the Virgin Islands, which we weren't really expecting.
Shoes I've started doing buyer pays based on where they live, not where I guess they live.
Beth says, your plastic bags are so crinkly. It's the sound of sales. Yeah. I've been trying to figure out a way to kind of deaden that sound in YouTube so it's not so prominent, but I don't know. I guess maybe I shouldn't. Let's see. Hello guys, this is Erlene. I was on your last live a while ago, and I just happened to see you guys again. You guys are true troopers in selling. But what are your true thoughts on selling on Kidizen?
I mean, Kidizen is still my favorite platform.
Yeah, Kidizen,
even though I don't make the most sales there. I just really like it. It's just small. There's not as much competition.
And part of that might be because she's one of the big sellers on Kidizen, big names. She's well known now. But she's been on Kidizen probably since the beginning, right?
Yeah, like when I started Kidizen, it was very, very, very small,
yeah.
which I didn't even realize at the time. But now that it's grown a lot, I can tell. So, I don't know. I just like it because it's easy to bundle. And yeah, you just get to know the other moms. And like I buy from the same people often because I like their kids' style and their kids are a few years older. And then I see the same people buying from us a lot. So you kind of find shops that, you know, have same age kids and stuff and make friendships. So.
And that is coming from someone who loves to buy and sell kids' clothes. And that's where she got started, right? Like her.
So if you're looking to make 10 sales a day, probably don't.
Right. Like it's definitely not as fast as eBay or Poshmark because it's not as big, but it's more that small town reselling, if that makes sense. So it's definitely not for everyone. And we don't blame anybody for not, you know, enjoying it as much. But you know, it's always been a steady, although it's been kind of slow for us lately.
I listed a bunch this weekend and I feel like I got some.
Yeah, as long as you're active in it, you know, listing's always gonna boost your sales. The more you list, the more you sell. Say, have you guys ever heard of Curtsy? I see quite a few YouTubers having good experiences. Is that the one you were talking about?
I mean, I've heard of it like once, but I have no idea what it is.
We've heard of it. We don't know what it is.
I mean, I assume it's just like, is it? I actually don't know. I'm gonna look it up.
She'll Google it right now. Will you ever do a day in the life video? That would be probably very boring for you and very embarrassing for us. No, yeah, probably. I mean,
well, today I woke up at 9. We were gonna go get brunch, but our kids were whiny, so we just stayed home and I don't even know, coffee. I worked a lot today because I'm trying to make it through this death pile, even though I don't normally work that much on Sunday, but I'm really trying to get through this stuff and also so we can get this desk out of here. It's a boring life. I mean, it's cooler than going to a real job, in my opinion. But.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's people always ask us how much time do you work and all that kind of stuff. We are always working, and we are always not working. Is that kind of? I mean, we're always working. She's always working, but she's always there, right? Like we're always able to do things with the kids and stuff like that. So.
Feed them breakfast, send some offers, show some items. I mean, yeah.
So, yeah, Tiffany, to answer the second part of that question, we've got the business part down, right? Like the kids part, we're still working on perfecting that as far as managing perfect days and stuff like that. So, is reselling your guys' bread and butter? What are your motives? What motivates you to do all the listings? And what advice can you tell a person who wants to become a full-time reseller? So yes, this is our income. This is our full-time income. We both have worked from home for like the past 4 years. I was doing woodworking out of the home here, building custom furniture, big high-end pieces. And in January or the end of last year is when I saw the growth potential in Kathy's business and decided to pull away from my business a little bit, stop taking custom orders, and try to help, throw some fire on her business and get it growing more. And that's when I kind of built the shelves and did the inventory stuff. And thankfully we did that because COVID came around, and there's not very many people right now that are looking, or at least for the past 7 months or so, that have been looking for expensive custom furniture, right? So it's definitely one of those kind of thankful that we went that route when we did. It definitely, I don't know if we would have been prepared for shutdown if I hadn't changed over when I did. So it definitely, our timing on that, don't know if you guys are believers, but definitely happened for a reason, in my opinion. So so that kind of answered your question there. Do I work outside of helping reselling? No. We also, we don't have a very expensive life. Our cars are paid off. We don't have debt and stuff like that. So we've always been, working towards this point where we are fully self-employed and all that. So we just recently started YouTube because of lockdown, and we just kind of wanted to do one more thing, and it just happened to work out. And we do love YouTube and the community, and it's been great. And we do thank all of you guys for that. I never saw us being where we are today. I think we started in March, right?
For YouTube.
March on YouTube, yeah. But she had started on Instagram
a little over a year.
A year before that, maybe a year ago. And her Instagram really took off too. So let's see. Do you guys plan on filming a thrift with me video in the future? I think we're willing to try.
I still haven't figured out how to either hold the camera, put it in the car.
Yeah.
We don't have a GoPro, but I don't know if I feel comfortable with a GoPro if we did have one.
Yeah.
I know I probably need to just do it. I'm a chicken.
We have a problem of getting stuck in a comfort zone, and that's kind of why all of our videos are What's Old videos. It's what we're good at. It
doesn't take any extra.
It doesn't take a whole lot of extra time. We're able to get them out daily.
We do, like we said, count on this money that from reselling. So like if we're doing more stuff on YouTube and not getting as much money as I could make if I just list some items, then yeah, at least for right now. Hopefully we're gonna keep growing.
But that is, YouTube is it's exciting for me, right? Like I do like doing it, and she doesn't have, I mean, she likes talking to you guys and stuff, but she's never like, hey, let's make a YouTube video, right? Like, but I do plan and hope to keep growing and being better as a YouTube channel, getting better production and stuff like that. And, that's kind of the whole idea behind the new desk and all that. We are basically we are monetized, and all that money is going back into try to make the YouTube channel better, right? At this point. So all that money is going right back to try to make production better. Let's see, even when I buy brand new from the store, I still wash items before I buy. Yeah, and that's totally up to you. And we definitely support washing clothes. I definitely, like when I buy from the store, I wash my own clothes. I don't like.
You don't even want to try something.
Yeah, I don't like try. I am, and I'm very particular that way. I don't like. We sell used shoes all day. I don't like buying used shoes for myself, right? So I'm right there with you.
People are always so surprised when I say we sell a lot of used shoes. They're like, what?
She'll come home from Goodwill and she'll dump a bag on our bed and be like, look what I bought. And I'm like, oh,
like dumping the shoes out, but I'm like holding them up.
And then I can't sleep.
I'm not like that, Jeremy, even though I'm picky. It's funny.
It says aloha from Kauai. Oh. Hopefully I said that right.
We would love to go
we've always wanted to go to Hawaii. There's my favorite restaurant in town is Hawaiian Barbecue, LNL. Let's see, I plan on selling on Kitizen, and I did some reviews, and I hear some negatives, positives on selling on Kitizen, but every selling platform have hiccups. What has your experience been selling on Kitizen?
Good.
Yeah, good.
I mean, it depends on what you expect out of it, I guess. Like eBay, now that we've done eBay, I expect, it's kind of depressing to only make 1 or 2 sales a day on Kitizen, but I still really like it. But so I guess just depends what you expect out of it. I wouldn't consider it like somewhere that you could make a full-time income or anything on Kitizen alone. I mean, yeah. You'd have to find a lot of really good stuff.
Yeah, Kitizen is not really made for the full-time reseller. It's made for, it's like a mom swap kind of, like kids clothes and stuff. And that's where she got
to for moms to offload their kids stuff out.
Yeah.
That's outgrown, but then have money to buy their kids new stuff too.
But if you are already selling clothes or kids clothes or mom's clothes and you use the program List Perfectly, it's almost a no-brainer to sign up for Kitizen and just cross-list your stuff there if you're already selling it. I think it's a hard sell to people who aren't already selling that stuff. I'm not gonna.
Or if you just have kids but don't normally sell their clothes, I mean, might as well throw them up and get some dollars back for them.
Yeah, we did have somebody ask. She wanted to sell on Kitizen, but she didn't have any young kids. And it might be harder to, I don't know, is there like that expectation to have buying from other moms, like of kids' clothes? Like,
I mean,
like, are they buying from the store, the person, or are they buying the clothes because they want the clothes?
I think people just buy because they want the item that you're selling.
So if you're selling the right items, I think you can definitely do well on Kitizen. It does kind of stink because you can't really tell. There's no way on Kitizen to search solds, like like if you want to look up Patagonia shirts, you can't look up at recently solds like you can on eBay or Poshmark. So it does make it a little bit harder to see exactly what's selling. But what she did in the beginning was she would add things in her cart when she saw a new listing, and then she would calculate how long it took to sell from someone. So if something sold in a day, she's like, okay, this is something that's super desirable.
Mostly because I was shocked when I first started Kitizen, because I've always been like a thrift type shopper, like not necessarily like Goodwill or anything like that, but I've always been a clearance shopper, and I wouldn't ever spend more than $5, maybe $10 if it was a really nice item for my kids. And so to see stuff listed for $20-$30 just for a single item and brands I've never heard of, I was just so shocked. So yeah, I just started favoriting stuff. I'm just curious about these brands, and I would just see stuff selling really fast, and just my mind was blown. So everything our kids wear now, I never heard of any of these brands 5 years ago. So
and it's definitely really good for that stay-at-home mom, but maybe it's a new mom. Maybe she's been used to working and doesn't, she wants to make a little bit more money to be able to spend on clothes or just on the house or whatever. So it's just one of those things that doesn't work for everybody. I can agree there. Let's see. Did you end up doing a video on how you secured the box lights to the ceiling? Oh, these are actually, let me go grab one. These are LED lights. So let's pick these up off Amazon, and I should actually put a link in our videos, huh? So it's just like an LED, like a T5 4-foot long bulb with a fixture on the back, and you just plug them in. It's basically like you can string 8 of them together and then plug it into an outlet. And so we just turn it on and off by plugging it in and out right now. And they mount pretty easily. It's just a little bracket, a little metal bracket with one screw, and they're so light. I didn't even put any anchors in the drywall. So 2 little screws, and then clip them in, and then you string them together. So super easy. And yeah, as soon as I'm done here, I'll probably put a link, because I got 6 I think it's 6 lights for $45, maybe. I can't remember. It's about that. I think it's pretty cheap. And I was looking at some, and they were going for way more than that. So, and I'm really happy with them. It does brighten it up in here. Let's see. Oh, I scrolled up too far. So same here. I'm home with my 1-year-old all day, so I love hearing how people work with kids at home. Yeah, it's hard sometimes. This is the first year. So a little backstory. We've kind of, we've been working for ourselves at home for the past 5 years. And so this school year was the first year that we were expecting both of our kids to be in school, right? And COVID happened, of course, the first time in 100+ years of public school, or how many, I don't know, but the dates that you can always count on is go back to school and all that. And so we were planning on, building up to that point, and of course, COVID. So obviously we've gotten through it, and we're doing what we got to do, but it's difficult,
Well, we started YouTube because of COVID.
And we started YouTube, and yeah.
Never really had. You had that in the plans. I did not. I still do not. I still get nervous.
Yeah.
Every single day.
I had been talking about doing YouTube for a couple of years, and we've grown a lot, so we're excited to be doing it. And it helps that you guys are so awesome. I mean, like, we're at 50 viewers right now, and I'm shocked. I know, and it was higher than that earlier.
But did they want to see what I sold?
I know we're an hour in. We haven't showed you anything what's sold yet. I'm almost caught up. So
to him and my kid is in Poshmark.
Yeah, we do have a long way to go, and we'll probably just keep going. I mean, don't feel like you got to stay the whole time.
I do not stay.
But we do love to have you guys here. Beth says your YouTube is different than most others, as Kathy embraces all size sales. I'm like her. A little money, time, a lot of sales add up. Yeah. So, yeah, we're not afraid to do something for $5 profit. That's not the goal, right? Obviously, but I do think that is one of the reasons we have done well on YouTube, is because,
not a lot of people are first selling kids stuff.
A lot of the big YouTubers, they always say, "Oh, you'll never make money selling clothes," or "You'll definitely never make money selling kids' clothes." And she does it all day, every day. So that's just because that's what she loves, and that's what she's really good at. And we've been branching out in a lot of stuff lately.
I've learned a lot.
Thanks to YouTube. And a lot of time it's the smaller YouTube channels that we learn a lot from. We do like the bigger channels, and we do learn a lot from them. But some of these smaller channels like Emily Conway and Gorgeous, yeah, definitely have a lot of knowledge to go around. See, now I understand why you are talking about the big desk. Sounds like 2 workstations is better. Yes, this is a very big desk to just have one workstation.
When we bought this desk, we didn't even
right.
work from
This was my
when we bought this house, and
this was my man cave. Okay, this was my game room.
Oh yeah, his video games.
So this was, I had a TV on the wall, and so
Now the TV's on his wall.
Now the TV's in my second man cave, which is my garage, which
I can't park in because it's
right.
full of his
So
tools.
She's got her business up here, and I do have a full wood shop in the garage, and we park out in the street or in the driveway. So it's all about compromise. But it will be nice to have the 2 workstations so that we can kind of work comfortably together. And it will free up more room for activities. It will free up this center area. And I kind of have plans of making like an island, kind of the same height as that one along the short wall over by the stairs. And so I'm thinking of it'll probably be maybe like a 4 foot by 6 foot bench, and so we'll have like a countertop height workstation there for folding or stuff like that. So, and we'll have a lot more room for boxes. We're really close to our limit on inventory right now, and we do want to grow our active listings, and so that's one way that we're going to be getting more inventory. All right. Yeah, L&L, right? I would eat there every day if I could.
I would eat tacos every day if I could.
Yeah. Thank you guys for introducing me to Kizin. I've been following you guys for a while now. Wow, that's great. Shavana. Hopefully I said that right. Caitlin, I was shocked too about how much things go for. It blew my mind that I found some items for $100. I definitely want to learn more about the different brands. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like I'm a brand person, so like I always pick things up based on brand, not necessarily based on, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people just will buy anything, but I'm like very particular about brands and stuff, and I think like certain brands have followings, and that's why they sell.
Yeah. And so once I get more into sourcing and stuff, once we're a little bit more developed here in the office, I'll probably do more of the, like the video games and stuff that's kind of more in my ballpark. I would love to do like vintage hand wood tools, but I don't know if there's a huge market for that on YouTube. Let's see, Brittany Powers, I love your tumbler. The Yeti.
Yeah.
It's dented, beat up, but it works.
In the dishwasher when it's not always supposed to go in the dishwasher.
Have you guys checked out eBliss Reseller Solutions? They might help you scale. We have not. Maybe write that eBliss. So just the letter E and then Bliss.
Oh,
I want to check that out. We're
regional rate stuff.
Yeah. We're fairly comfortable. Like right now, we're manageable, right? Like we're able to successfully do what we got to do every month, right? Like, but we do have ambitions to get bigger and better. And, I think we mentioned in one of our last videos, or maybe the last video, that every month for us we've grown at least every month. And maybe there's a couple months in there that were like anomalies or whatever, but
and I sell a lot of our kids' stuff, so like that takes my time away. And if I wasn't doing that, which I'm always going to do that, but
right,
I literally list probably 100 things from their closets every single month. And if I didn't, I would have 100 more thrifted items that I'd be making more profit. But so there's a lot of room for growth still. And without Chris even doing any of the actual business stuff, like if I
basically help
listing and stuff, we could definitely do a lot better too.
What I do here is I help
pull this up.
Inventory. I help package it up and help inventory, put it in the boxes, and I help pull it out of the boxes. I do take photos maybe once a month. She's just done it for so much longer than I have. She can photograph 30 items in the time that I can photograph like 5 or 10.
I also am not very good at letting other people do things because they do it differently.
She does have superwoman complex. But we're definitely. I think if you asked her 2 years ago if you would ever do a YouTube channel, she'd have been like, "No, thanks, not in a million years." So we are definitely growing. Personally that way. So let's see, did you build the shelving units? Yes, I did build them. I just bought the cheapest plywood from Home Depot or Lowe's and built them for the boxes. All right, the chat viewing is growing.
Uh-oh.
What?
That makes me nervous.
Oh, there's 53.
That's weird.
So I'm caught up on the chat. So let's we're an hour and 10 minutes in. Oh my gosh. I've been rambling.
I'll show you guys what's sold on eBay.
Yeah. Can you hand me that bottle of water? Thanks. Sorry, excuse me.
All right. We got some Hannah Anderson Jamas. These are my son's. I just pulled them out of his closet. I think I only paid like $8 for these off Kitizen, and I was upset because they were listed as excellent condition, but they have a hole in them and they're very faded. Anyways, I'm picky, so I just ended up reselling them, and I listed them this morning for $19.95 free ship, and they already sold. So Hannah Anderson pajamas are always good.
Yeah, and that's one of those things that we buy and sell for our kids. So a lot of the times we're not making any money on those, but we're not losing much money on them. So
like I'll probably get $14. That's back in our bank account that we can put towards something else, more stuff for our kids, or just.
And we do that so our kids can wear nicer things, and it doesn't cost us an arm and a leg to do it.
I think that's why I've also done well on Kitizen, is because, you know, a lot of people are brand oriented or whatever. So
brand loyal.
Yeah. And so if you have the good brands that people are looking for, you're going to do better. So I'm always constantly looking at the just in feed, and if there's any good deals, I pretty much buy them. My kids will wear it once. We'll take a cute picture. If you can put a picture of your kid wearing and it looks cute, people might want to buy it as well. So
Dave, we're at like 1,100 eBay listings right now, around that.
Yeah, 1069 at this moment. All right, so this was just a little Burton beanie. This was also my son's. I actually just got this from Ross. I think it was like $4.99, and he wore it maybe once or twice. And it just sold today for $11.01 free shipping. It's a random amount because this did sell through our sale. So yeah, made all my money back there. And then we got a Johnny Was mask. You guys probably seen these before. They came in 5 packs for $25. So I got a few packs, kept 1 or 2 out of each pack for myself, sold the rest to make my money back. So this sold for also through the sale. So they paid $12.71 free shipping. Shipping was like $2.78, I think, on this. Shipping on the hat was like $2 something. Shipping on the Jamas was like $4. So. This is another pair of those Livy and Luca boots that we've been selling off. This was the last gray pair, so we're down to just navy blue pairs now. 4 boxes left if anybody wants a pair. They're toddler size 5, and I could do 25 ship through PayPal, but these ones sold on eBay for $25.50 plus shipping. And I actually just relisted these today because I thought I was all out of grays, and then I realized I had one left, so I just put a new listing up, and it sold today through the sale though. So yeah, I got these all for $10 a piece online arbitrage. So these were all delivered to my house, but they've taken a while to sell.
They followed up his question with, do you probably do 70% of your sales through eBay, the remaining 30% through other platforms?
Yeah, I mean, so that's
probably not that far off.
Yeah, we need to like do ours. Our spreadsheet keeps everything together like on one thing, so it's hard to tell. That's one thing we need to kind of spread it out so we can get an idea better. But
I think it might be a little bit closer to 60%, but it's right in that range. You're not far off.
Yeah.
eBay's been the big one for us for a while now.
Yeah, I've thought about just not like quitting the others, but maybe like trying hard for just a month on eBay, seeing how it goes without listing anything new on other platforms, or at least not cross-posting stuff right away, because that does take it takes extra time. It takes a few extra minutes to cross-post it to the extra 3 places. So seeing what sells off right away on eBay, and then that way I don't have to cross-post it, and maybe after 30 days or something doing that. So just something to.
And that's kind of part of what I'm trying to develop, like that standard operating procedure, right? Like that's what I did when I worked for the school district. And getting that, because, one day we don't really, she doesn't really plan on us ever having employees, but you never know. And I want to develop everything so that potentially if we end up making that decision, we're not screwing ourselves by having to redevelop everything, right? So my goal is to develop everything with the expectation that might happen one day, where we have maybe somebody who comes and photographs or somebody who does shipping, but as of right now, that's not on the radar. But as far as our inventory, somebody could come in here, search, and find something in a box if we really had to have that happen. So
All right, this Tommy Bahama sweater. I almost didn't buy this just because I was like, who's gonna want this green color? But I figured somebody would, so I did buy. I paid $10 for this, and it sold for $33.96 plus shipping. I actually just ended and relisted this and lowered the price about $10. I had it listed for about a month at like $50 plus shipping, and I lowered it to $40, and then they also got the 15% sale price. So still a really good profit. I've only had this for just over a month.
Awesome that you like L&L. Yeah, I do. Yeah, it stinks because every day, every time I'm craving it, and I'm like, yeah, so let's go get L&L. It's closed. It's like they're closed on Mondays, I think it is.
And like their COVID hours are like weird now.
And yeah, with COVID, their hours, at least in our neighborhood,
closed like a lot more days.
Our city. And it's, like a 20-minute drive, but I'm willing to make the drive.
These are just some little baby Ugg booties. I got $4 into these. Normally I can sell Ugg booties for like 30 to 35, but these ones are pretty dirty. So I listed them at 25, and with the discount, they got them for $21.21 free shipping. They're under 8 ounces, so shipping was about $3 and some change on them. And I just listed these a couple days ago. This is that one that I've said we've had for like 2 years now. So when I first started reselling adult stuff, I had no idea what brands to look for, and I was just kind of grabbing something that I thought was nice, which these are nice shoes. I guess if you like this style, I would never wear them, but they're like brand new. But yeah, the brand is Nurture. I didn't know what that was. Yeah. I did not look up comps. I just bought them. They were $3, so not a huge expense, but I today just sent an offer for $10 plus shipping. So really just making my money back. Maybe doubled my money, but not huge money.
So yeah, if you are new, definitely if you're unsure about something, definitely run some comps. Go search some more recently solds on eBay.
I'm much pickier these days, and I would never buy that.
When she bought that, we probably were in the mindset of, there can't be better things, right? Like there can't be enough for me to supply our inventory. And since then, we've realized that there's going to be enough. There's always enough. Like you can go out and shop. She can go out and shop now, and spend an hour and come back with enough for us to list for a day or two. So.
Right. And then this is just a little baby Gap shirt. This was my kid's shirt. I don't remember where I got it, but it sold for $12.95 free shipping, and I did just list it today. It does also have a huge stain on the back of it, and which I disclosed, but some Gap stuff does well. Like anything Christmas does well usually. So I knew that I could at least get 10 plus shipping out of that. And then we got these 9 West Animal print hair flats. I only bought these because they were animal print. I wouldn't normally pick up 9 West, but they were also only $5. I figured I could at least probably sell them for $20, which is what they ended up selling for, $20 plus shipping. Mm-hmm. It took a few months, not a super long time, but not really a fast sale.
So yeah, you'll see with us a lot. She will buy things, if we're making $5-10. Because of the process that we have, we can, she can go buy things, photograph them, and list them, and we can have them inventoried and everything in the same day, potentially, if we're, if we want to bust it that hard that day. So definitely, you might not see that with all the other YouTubers, because where we live, we can't always find those super rock star deals all the time. Like I know.
That's why I want to go to the bin. So I'm trying to get rid of a lot of this older stuff and our kids' stuff, because that way I'll have the funds back, and then, the bins is cheap to begin with. So I can pretty much buy anything, but I'm still going to be pretty picky. And then also, that way I've been liking retail arbitrage lately, but obviously that's kind of expensive. So I kind of want to offset it with the cheaper Goodwill bin stuff. That's what I'm trying to work towards at the moment.
We just had 2 people say they're near Denver. So Dave B says he's near Denver. So we live in just outside of Colorado Springs, a little out east, Falcon. So if you know the Springs area, we live out in Falcon. And then Taylor Woods says, I'm so glad I caught you live. You have inspired me to focus on kids' clothes and shoes, and I have 82 sales on Kitizen in the last 2 months. That's amazing.
That is really good.
And she's in Denver too. So
awesome.
Are you shopping at the Denver Benz, getting all that kid stuff?
Once upon a child, I haven't got to go.
Yeah.
And then they like changed management, my favorite store. So I haven't been back since then. I hope it's not crappy now. But
was that all?
I had a couple more eBay. This was just, again, my kids' thing. These are just some Oshkosh jeans. I got these at a consignment sale for like $5, and my son wore them a few times. And then they sold for $7.50 plus shipping. So not huge money. I had them listed at like 10. I sold a similar pair last week for like 15. So at this point, I said I just wanted to make my money back, which I did. So $7.50 plus shipping is what someone bought these for. And we had these Lucky Brand booties. I actually got these at Plato's Closet on their 90% off sale. So I have $2.22 into them. And they ended up selling today an offer I sent of $20 plus shipping. So not huge money, but they've been listed a few months, and I just want them gone. And then this was a pretty good sale. This is what I'm always looking for, like at the kids' thrift stores. This is a North Face bunting. I did pay $15 for it, but it sold for $45 plus shipping, and that was an offer I sent. I probably could have got closer to 60. I've sold many of these for around 60. So I just wanted a quick sale. It's only been listed a couple days, and yeah, pretty good little sale there. If you find anything like this, North Face, Patagonia, buy it.
It's a Davis family. What do you guys use for cross posting? We use List Perfectly. She uses List Perfectly. I help her when she can't figure something out. I'll go and troubleshoot. I'm the tech team. But yes, we do use List Perfectly. We do recommend it if you're interested in using it. We do actually have some links down below, although somebody mentioned maybe one of the links isn't working right now. So don't let that stop you from trying it.
All right, we have one last eBay sale other than the one that came after. This one's not folded because it needs lint rolled, but
you gotta lint roll it.
It's just a men's North Face pullover. This was in my death pile. I just listed it a couple days ago, and I listed it kind of low because I wanted it to sell quickly, and I only had $2.22 into it. This also came from the Plato's Closet 90% off sale. So yeah. Anyways, it sold for, I listed it for $20. So the person got it with the 15% off. They paid $16.96 free shipping. It is only about 9 ounces, even though it's a men's XXL, but it's super lightweight. So the shipping will be about $4. Not the best sale, but moving things along.
It's like, Rita, hi guys, I'm solely on eBay, but I was thinking about selling on Kitizen. What do you think? So if you are selling kids' clothes already, or even mommy clothes, women's clothes, or shoes, and you're interested in using like List Perfectly does work with Kitizen, so you would be able to cross list your already active listings from eBay to Kitizen. I would definitely give it a shot. You can probably, give it a month and see how it does. But in my opinion, if you're already listing that kind of stuff, and you're doing well enough to spend how much is List Perfectly?
You could do 30 or 50. We do 50, yeah. 49.
Their base plan's 30. We do the upgraded one because she does the bulk listing. So if you're doing multiple listings, definitely get the bigger one. But it really just depends on what you are wanting to do. Like we had somebody else say they've had 82 sales in 2 months on Kitizen. So I'm assuming she's she's got a lot of listings in women's clothes and kids' clothes. So it really just depends on what you're selling.
And if you price it right, it'll
and
sell
if you,
too.
yeah.
Like I notice a lot of people price stuff a little too high, and I think that's why stuff sits. So if you really price it right, it'll sell. And the cool thing about Kitizen is if you really want to get rid of stuff, you can put your shop discount up as high as you want. So sometimes if I'm like, I want to make $300 today, I'll change my shop discount up a little bit higher, and yeah, I'll make a little bit less profit, but I'll get some funds back pretty quickly.
And then Smile Time gifts popping in. I'm 2-time in multiple streams. Ooh. Who else are you watching?
I'm gonna pull these animals while you.
You're gonna pull them? Okay. So I'm blocking our exit. I'm sure it's not fire code. All right. So she's gonna go pull those. What are we doing next? Poshmark or Mercari?
I was gonna show them. I was gonna show them how to do Citizen because I feel like a lot of people don't know.
So Taylor Woods. I mostly go to Goodwill and ARC. I haven't been in the bin since I started reselling kids' clothes. Yeah, I mean Goodwill and ARC. That's basically.
But sometimes I find something.
Yeah.
That they didn't mark up. They marked Brooks up to like $60 at our ARC.
Is your ARC up there good? She said she's never been to Once Upon a Child, but I think you love going to the ones up there, right?
What?
The Once Upon a Child up in Denver.
I can't tell you which one because you're gonna go get all the good Patagonia.
We always hear really good things about the bins up in Denver from the other YouTubers.
All sorts of Gucci and stuff out of there. I mean, honestly, I'd be happy to find some Patagonia or like Prana or something. So.
Oh, Dave B. E-Bliss Reseller. Oh, I guess that might be their. They said, yes, reach out to us. My wife and I do this full time. Just Google E-Bliss Reseller and we can chat. So yeah, we'll check you out, see what you're about. I sold one women's clothing thing. Everything else has been kids. So yeah, kids is what Kidizin is, you know.
Yeah, since the Facebook sales slowed down, I haven't sold a lot of.
Right, and those of you who don't know about Kidizin, you can have the option to automatically cross-list your things from Kidizin to Facebook Marketplace through Kidizin, so it's not tied to your Facebook profile or anything. You know, it's one of those, like, if people are searching, say you have a North Face shirt or jacket, right? So you can go to Facebook Marketplace, people search, it will show that as a Kidizin listing, and your name's not anywhere there. You ship it directly. They do all the shipping and all that, and it's really great when you get in sales. But we haven't had any of those recently, so or many of them. Those have definitely slowed down. I don't know if that's Facebook having a different algorithm change or whatever, but
a friend showed that she made one today, so that they're still
selling.
They're slow, very slow.
But it has slowed down quite a bit.
Will you be offended if I run to the potty really fast?
No. I'll hang out with these guys. She's gonna go. We don't have a bathroom up here. That's the one.
The worst part.
The one complaint.
There's no, like, I want a little mini fridge and like some snacks. I'll be right back.
So this is a loft above our garage in our house. This is our only upstairs. I've never been to the bins. Closest one is a couple hours away, and we don't have one. A Once Upon a Child. Yeah, honestly, Catherine hasn't been to the bins. I think she went once, maybe twice since March. We used to go kind of together on our date nights and stuff. We'd go and find some good stuff, but we haven't really been back to the bins in quite a while. There are so many ARCs in Denver. There are a few I really like that are a bit cheaper. Yeah, I think we only have a few, maybe 2 or 3 here down the Springs. And I do feel like, I don't know, is this you guys too? Do your Goodwills or ARCs seem to like raise the prices and lower the prices and like go in waves of just changing prices like crazy every once in a while? So sometimes she'll go to the ARC and the prices will be like ridiculous, and then she'll go back. Maybe if she's not getting any good hits, she'll just go give it a chance, and pricing will seem to be a little bit better, it seems. Thank you. Appreciate it. Keep up the great videos. Thank you, Scully, Star Fashions, or Rita. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. I do want our videos to be better in the future. Right now they're doing good enough, but I do want to have better production. We see one of our dogs came up here. Yeah, Goodwill is getting crazy high. Yeah,
Yeah, shoes these days, a lot of them are marked up. Even to like $15-20. So it has to be really good. Like these that we just sold, I paid like $15 for these, but the last pair I sold for like 80, but these, they were a cooler color. These ones sold today for 50. So I still more than double my money, but I'd rather them be under $10.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those Facebook listings are awesome when they do work. That's right.
Reese, get up.
He's getting hungry. See, I live really close to downtown Denver. There are probably 15 arcs within a 15-minute drive. Wow.
Theirs is cheaper. Well, the one
She was saying.
is kind of cheap, but the one up north here is.
Sorry, I'm guessing your profile picture looks like you're a she. Yeah, she was saying that there are. Let me scroll up a little bit. Maybe I was thinking of someone else. Yeah, a few she really likes in there are a bit cheaper. Yeah, so some of the arcs up there seem to be cheaper. And they do seem to fluctuate in prices, at least down here. And some of you guys have said that too. Yeah, $20 for a dress shirt. Right. Did you guys attend Posh Fest? No.
I did last year,
Catherine did go to the Arizona one last year by herself. But yeah, we didn't do this year. Through the whole thing, the whole computer thing.
Honestly,
did any of you guys? Did you?
It was too late. Like the tickets were sold out before I even know that they were selling tickets.
What do you film your videos on? Right now, we're filming everything on our cell phone. This right now is a MacBook Air. That's what we're doing our live on right now. But everything else is just through our iPhone. And I do have a gimbal, so this kind of keeps the phone level and all that, so there's not as shaky. It kind of stabilizes it sometimes. But that's what we do for filming right now. There was a pair of Dansko at Goodwill for $60. Oh my gosh!
I think I've paid up to $20 one time because they look brand new.
We can't even sell Dansko for $60 sometimes. I think Facebook bots are looking at the first 4 words in your title. So if they're generic type words, the marketplace bots will reject it. Oh, interesting. Beth is saying she can't imagine 15 thrift stores in Miami.
Total?
Well, she's referencing the 15 arcs that Taylor was talking about. She can't imagine having 15 thrift stores, and she lives in Miami.
Really?
Did we thrift?
15 thrift stores.
We went on a cruise.
I know. I went thrifting in Florida when I.
Last year? Was that last year?
Yeah,
2 years ago?
When Sai was not potty trained. So
we went on a
like
cruise out of
ago.
Florida like a year ago, maybe, and she was thrifting, although she was doing more kids stuff. So.
Yeah.
Sorry, dog is licking himself. Sorry about the sound. Can you go downstairs, Reese? All right. No savers. Yeah, we don't have any savers here, I think.
Nope. I did go to one in Vegas. And I like that. I wish we had one.
Yeah, I've never been to a savers. Yeah, kid stuff is cheap. That's one of the.
Yeah, that's why I do it. So like, even though the profits are smaller, sometimes you find some good stuff.
Yeah.
I found a pair of like $2 overalls that sold for $50. Like a lot of kids' shoes sell for $25, and they're under $5. So it's not huge profits, but it's the thing about kids' clothes is parents always need them. Like my kids grow out of their shoes every couple of months, so. People are always buying them. I almost never buy myself something, but I buy my kids something like every other day. So, yeah. Every time I sell something for them, I pretty much buy something for them. So,
I don't know. That's kind of why. That's why I like Citizen, because it's always buying and selling, buying and selling.
You want me to help pull?
I have only 4 more.
4 more?
This cool guy that was in my desk pile.
An American Girl boy doll.
Yeah, with no pants.
No pants.
I actually paid $30 for this doll at JBF sale, and when I looked up comps, they were looking like 100, but now that this guy's in stock on the American Girl site for 110, so with pants and shoes. So, anyways, it still was getting a lot of traction. I just listed it today, and I listed it on Mercari for $99. I got a whole bunch of like bikers right away, and I sent an offer of $69 plus the buyer paid shipping. So I basically doubled my money on him. He's been sitting in the corner over here because
He was in the death pile.
This kind of stuff is just hard to photograph because it's not really work out good there. And he had some marks on his face that I was going to try to get off, but at this point I was like, he's getting listed with the marks on his face. So
stop calling it he. That's kind of weird. You know, if you would have said 10 years ago that, you know, you're going to make money selling American Girl dolls on the internet, I never would have believed you. So
I know. I wish I would have known about reselling when I worked at my other job.
Right.
I could have like started as like smaller.
She said, "Oh, how are you shipping the American Girl doll? I had the hardest time shipping one. Will he fit in the shoebox?"
Mercari. So it's the buyer paid £3 a weight, and he's only at like a pound and a half. So I can put him in whatever he can fit in, or I can't remember what I put him in last time. Yeah, maybe a shoebox. But I feel like we had to maybe add some extra. We'd have to like box it a little bit.
So we might have just a random box in our closet. We like to store some boxes. We don't like to go crazy, but you know, like Amazon boxes or whatever. But we'll try to figure that out. Hopefully, maybe this. No.
Are you okay in there?
Stop. So weird. So appreciate your videos. I'm hesitant to jump into reselling due to scammers. Have you had any issues with unjustified or scam returns, especially on eBay? Yes. Actually, here's a story from a long time ago. This was probably 12 years ago. Do you remember the eBay made another sale?
A Monster High doll.
Sold a monster. 2 dolls tonight, huh?
Yeah, and we sold one that didn't make it to our video the other day.
Monster High dolls, guys. I mean, if you could find them, like we've made a couple $100 on Monster High dolls the past month or so.
Yeah.
Anyway, from a couple, it was when the first iPhone came out. I had bought. You remember this? We were newlyweds back then, or maybe engaged. I don't remember.
I remember.
But I had a BlackBerry Pearl cell phone, if you remember that back in the day. My BlackBerry. And the iPhone came out, and it was the first touchscreen smartphone, right? And so I sold my BlackBerry Pearl on eBay, and we didn't know anything about anything. It is a new account, and we sent it off, and he sent a different broken BlackBerry Pearl back as a return, and so we lost big time on that by a scam. And that actually did kind of soil us to eBay for a long time.
I forgot.
It soiled me. It soiled me.
Didn't realize that.
And I'm still very weary on like electronics. That's another reason we're not huge into the really, really big high dollar items, because I feel like those, and this might just be us, we feel like those might be the more likely to be scammed. So we like to kind of float in that lower price range.
It doesn't hurt if somebody loses a $20 item, you know.
But
it doesn't hurt.
But yes, we have been scammed.
Not really. I mean, for how much we've done, I would.
It's definitely not enough to keep us from doing it.
I would say 1 out of maybe 500 would be like a worrisome sale that we've had.
We don't actually accept returns on eBay. So currently, yeah, I don't know if they're going to be forcing that or whatever in the future. So every once in a while, we will get somebody who tries to initiate a return based on fit, and we decline those because, you know, we're not Amazon, and shipping things costs money. So
I think most people don't read and don't realize
Right.
it says no return. So they be honest when they're saying why they want to return, because that's what a lot of other people on YouTube are like. Well, they're gonna just lie if you don't take returns. That hasn't been our experience. Most people tell the truth. I think because they don't realize that we're gonna not accept their return. But only maybe one or two have actually messaged like, "Why are you not accepting?"
Right.
Because we don't accept returns. So.
And I think it is hard if you don't have an eBay store. It is hard to get started, right? Like you're super restricted on the amount of stuff you could sell in the beginning. So it's really hard to get started and to be able to have a lot of listings to like hedge your, you know, investments. So
sorry,
we're at a point. No, you're fine. I'm thinking about what to say. We're at a point now where, you know, it's not gonna put us underwater if we get scammed on an item nowadays. But it is.
I will be sad for a long time.
It does put us in a bad mood.
Which makes it hard to work for like a day or two. Which is a lot of money too, but.
All right. Jen says thumbs up, everyone. Yeah, please go give us a thumbs up if you haven't already. I don't know if it actually helps, but we would appreciate it. Let's see. Lori Tada from Lori's Boston Found collects American Girl dolls. Yeah, it's one of those
like
super collectible things.
I'm always looking for them, and I'm willing to pay up for them, usually if they're worth. The two we sold, well, the two not like bitty babies or whatever, have sold for like. The other one I sold for like 100 plus shipping or something. So if it's the right ones,
yeah,
I'll pay up for them.
And it's one of those things like we don't know much about American Girl dolls, right? Like I think you've sold maybe 3 now.
So
4?
that's been Google Lens has came in handy for that. Like I took a picture of him and it told me what doll it was. So yeah, that way I can look it up, be like, oh, this is Anne, or I don't know what their names are. I don't even know if I ever read those stories, but and then look it up on eBay.
Is this your every night routine?
A lot of times I do it by myself.
Yeah.
Like I said, I like to kind of package as stuff comes in. Like, so as soon as like if I was up here and I heard that cha-ching right now that we just heard, I would go grab the item and just get it ready.
Right.
Myself,
so typically the way we like film our What's Sold videos, she pre-packages it, pays all the shipping, and then just leaves the package kind of open and ready for us to do a video on. So she does that throughout the day whenever stuff comes around. This time we just kind of got a huge amount of sales and we were like, hey, you know what? Let's do a live while we're doing this. And we're almost 2 hours in. I can't. It's 10:30 almost. We would already be done.
I wanted people to see like
right, and we do get a lot of questions on shipping and stuff like that. I do think shipping is one of the biggest hurdles for new resellers. It's I think people get hung up and scared about it, and so we do want to have a big, thorough shipping video just to eventually one day. But we figured we'd throw on a live tonight and get some of this done tonight.
Well, I mean, Poshmark, obviously, that's easy to ship. That's the easiest
one.
That's the thing I would always.
Yeah, if you're worried about shipping and you're not reselling yet, start on Poshmark. That's pretty
easy.
Standard, right? Pretty easy to get a hang of. And then you could branch out from there.
So I wanted to show them Kitism because I feel like people don't really know Kitism that well.
Becky T, hey, from Colorado Springs. Hope to run into you someday.
You might. I ran into a couple other people. I think.
Yeah, some Instagram followers.
I'll probably be nervous and awkward if you ever talk to me.
We are weird. We are weird people in real life.
I'm very shy.
I have a ton of MH, is that Monster High dolls, but I personally love them and have a hard time letting them go. Yeah, and understandable.
That's how we are with our Slumberkins. The
Wow.
kids love them, so even
I
though they
would sell
cost
them in a
40
heartbeat.
bucks, like the kids love them. So
Where did I put my water? Oh, there it is.
I appreciate people who are willing to pay big bucks for that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, we've never been huge collectors of anything.
I'm like the opposite of the hoarder. Like I love
Yeah.
getting rid of stuff.
If there's a condition opposite of hoarding, that's pretty much what we have. Like we just don't collect a whole lot. I do want to collect like old vintage video games and stuff like that. But you know, I have nowhere to put it, so I would never start that until I had somewhere to store it and display it. But
I want to collect nothing.
yeah,
I really hate things. Like I don't like having a lot of things.
I'm doing good in the last 5 years without any scammer or many scammers, but I did get rocked a $700 big She-Ra collection.
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
I don't know what that is. Is that
$700? That would, yeah, that's the kind of stuff that I would never want.
yeah, that's kind of hard. That, and you know, we get big dollar sales every once in a while that we kind of stress out about.
2 sales over 200 and a handful over 100. We don't.
And we're thinking about them every minute until that last second where they can't return or whatever.
30 days for those red shoes.
Yeah. So we try to steer clear. Obviously, it's not gonna stop us if we find something that we can make money from.
I try to think about it more of like, okay, we didn't really lose $100. Like if that guy scammed us on those shoes, I paid like 20 something for them, and then plus shipping. So, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I try to think about it as in what I paid for the item, not like the potential profit that you were supposed to make, because you didn't really lose that. I mean, you lost it because you thought you had it, but the couple things that like I've had to refund people, like if a package got lost, it's all been like cheap stuff. Like I paid a couple bucks for the item and maybe a couple bucks for shipping, so it's been like less than $10 that we had to like count as a loss. So nothing huge, really.
That says she accepts returns. It's not a big problem. Have the buyer pay shipping, free return. Yeah, we kind of feel like it's inevitable that we're going to have to eventually one day go to free returns on eBay. But we're going to fight tooth and nail to that day. And that, you know, here's another thing. Like I always feel like we're against the grain on a lot of our tactics and sales. And, you know, where people always say you're never going to make any money selling kids clothes. You should always do free returns. But we have really good sell-through rate, even though we do what everybody says we shouldn't do. And I don't,
might be because we sell kids stuff. People aren't as picky. They know what size their kid wears.
And so our statistics, you know, as far as I could tell, are up there with the people that do those things, right? So I think we'll stand our ground a little bit longer.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of people also say, you know, you don't know the sales you're missing out by not accepting, but we get enough sales.
Yeah,
right
we're
now.
comfortable enough with our sales at this point. Obviously, we would like to do more, but
to me, it's like, I know this item will sell on Posh or Kitizen or Mercari eventually too. So do I really want to accept a return when I wouldn't have to accept a return if it's sold on one of those?
I mean, for instance, we have like a 1,500 or not 1,100, less than 1,100 items active right now. And we're dealing with 30, how many sales right now?
I don't know.
This is a really good day for us, but we're over 30 sales for one day. And that's what, 3% sell-through rate? If that's how you calculate it, I don't know. Typically we sell about 10 items a day. That's our goal. We want to, if we're selling 10 items a day for our average prices, then
we usually meet our daily dollar.
We're doing enough to float. I'm waiting. I'm ready for whenever you need.
Okay, I just wanted to show people Kitizen because like people are always asking if I do, you know, pirate ship or PayPal or just use their labels. So I always use their labels. So let's try an example. So this is a Riley and Crew shirt. It sold for
$37.29. No, $33.65. That was an offer I sent the buyer. So yeah, if I went to pirate ships, let's see, she lives in California, so the shipping won't be crazy. I just kind of want to break down the numbers because people are always like, no, it's definitely better on pirate ship, but I think that's because they don't understand the numbers. So normally I wouldn't even waste my time to look this up, but I'm just gonna do it for you guys. So the Kitizen label, this is going to be a 4-ounce package, and they currently have a 4-ounce rate, but it's going to go up after like this week. So this probably won't matter, but if you have a package between now and then, this is how you get the 4-ounce label. So when you're in your sales, oh, you can't see it. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Maybe lower your brightness a little bit. There you go.
Oh. So you just go to the purchase shipping label, and then instead of picking one of those options, you just go to advanced, by weight, and then you can just do 4-ounce, and you get it just 20 cents cheaper than the 8-ounce. It's $3.65, but they're doing away with that label. They like got a new shipping carrier. So all right, so I did that. So
when are they getting rid of that?
I think they didn't have an exact date, but they said like mid-October.
Soon.
So yeah. All right, so when you buy your label through Kitizen, I paid $3.65 for the label, but my fee's getting taken off after the label. So I'm only getting charged the 12% fee on the $30 now, because the $3.65 was, so $33.65 minus $3.65 is $30, and then I'm getting charged the 12% fee plus 50 cents off of that. What is that? Sorry, this is probably boring, but I feel like nobody ever understands this when I'm explaining it, and it really makes me mad. Because there's always like debates about it every week on the Facebook page. Just use pirate ship. All right, so 12% fee plus 50 cents. That's Kitizen's fee on this transaction. If I buy the label through the app, is going to be $4.10. Now let's go to pirate ship and look up what their rate is.
So yeah, this is for Kitizen.
So 92029 is the buyer's. Okay, so yes, obviously it's cheaper. So the rate through pirate ship is $2.84. But now if you do that, you have to pay your Kitizen fee off of your full $33.65. So what is that? 12% plus 50 cents. So that's $4.53. So your fee is an extra 44 cents, and you did save a little more. So this one, yeah, you'd make a few extra cents. Let's see what exactly you would. But this is only because the buyer lives in California. If they live in New York, this would have cost me $3.05, and it would have been a better. So let's see, $33.65 minus $2.84 minus $4.53. Did I do that right?
I don't know.
The total minus the fee minus the shipping. So if you bought it through pirate ship in this scenario, it's different with every scenario. That's the tricky part. So this would be $26.28.
So this is basically why we don't really deal with pirate ship on Kitizen, because you know, if it saves money, it's going to save like 50 cents, right, on a good day. And that might have something to do with where we live, our location, based on, you know, how far away we are from most of the country. We live pretty centrally.
So 38 cents is what I would have saved in this scenario,
right,
if I went through pirate ship, but obviously I'm talking it out with you guys. But even if I was just doing it straight on, it would take a few minutes. And then you have to type the numbers into the app.
You have to type, twice.
I feel like lately they might have taken that twice away. I think people might have complained about that. But yeah, you have to type. If you type it in wrong, that's going to be even a bigger problem, because then you're going to have to email customer service, because the only way to get paid is when your label starts tracking. So anyways, yeah, that would be, I mean, I would say at least 5 minutes of your time. And if I'm, how many minutes are in an hour?
60.
So if even 1 minute times 38 cents, well, that's $22 an hour. So 38 cents. What am I trying to calculate?
So
I'm saying it's gonna take me at least 5 minutes to do it this way. Times 38. You know what I'm trying to say?
I don't know. It's 11 o'clock at 10:30.
Anyways, it's definitely not worth your time. Like that was 5 minutes. I could list 2 items in 5 minutes.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So
I saved 38 cents. The other thing is if you buy the label through the app, you get covered. Like even first class, if your package goes missing or gets damaged in transit,
Right.
even
Citizen has really good service with that.
Citizen will pay back your buyer, and so you're not out the money. You get to keep the money because you would have already got paid once it's scanned in the post office. So yeah. 38 cents. Even if you let's say you make 100 sales and you make 38 extra cents for that was a really good one actually. Mostly you're gonna save like 10 cents maybe. Anyways, even if you do 100 sales at 38 cent savings, that's only $38. If one of them ever goes missing or gets damaged, you're basically out all the money that you ever saved and a lot of time. So I would just suggest not doing it for
that's our recommendation,
packages.
right? Like for Citizen, it's just easier.
Convenient.
It might be a little bit more expensive depending, but at this point for us, it's not even worth checking to see if it's cheaper on pirate ship. There's probably, if something is so far out of that range, right? Like if it's something super big or whatever, right? Like
like there's not even like $1 savings on a first class package. So I would just say don't even waste your time. Like $1 would probably have to be what it had to be in my savings for me to spend my time doing that. But
and so that's our recommendation for Citizen.
Everyone's different. To some people, 38 cents over time is a lot, but again, you're taking a chance of it getting lost, and you're also taking a lot of time out of your day. So.
All right, so we had a few questions come in. So yeah, accept returns, but not a problem. The buyer pays shipping. Yeah. You have a second shadow account for all that weird stuff. Yeah. This all sounds good.
And if you guys didn't know that there is I'm gonna have to turn my brightness down. If there's a padded flat rate option on Citizen, so if you go again to purchase shipping label, the padded flat rate is in the advanced option. Flat rate. It says flat rate, but it is padded. And then so you can just buy that. It is $7.75 through the app. So again, that's a little more, I think, than pirate ship, but not really. Their new shipping labels, they were saying that it's going to be, you can ship up to 5 pounds for $9. So I'm actually pretty excited about that.
Oh, the eclectic E. Taylor said if she had a dream that she ran into us at Walmart and wanted our autograph. That's a little weird. I'll be honest. Weird for us, right? Like we are not celebrities at all.
The first time I was working my shift at JBF and somebody mentioned that they watched our channel, which you could be watching right now or watch this later, but I was just like taken aback. Like I never thought anybody that was local to me would ever like see us or anything. So
right.
It's funny.
Yeah, sold a watch band for $800. That was
holy crap.
A Rolex watch band.
I'm so scared to sell any. Like that sounds so
sweating
awesome,
for 30
but
days,
scary.
Right? Yeah, that would be us. I mean, I would be looking at the tracking literally every hour, like to see all the updates on that kind of stuff. And so, it would be really nice one day for us to have 100 sales in one day. That's $100 each, but I just don't think that's going to happen. It could, and I think maybe once we're to that point, maybe we wouldn't be that, bothered by it, I guess.
Yeah. If you're selling $100 items,
we just can't find that many items at this point that sell for that much. I don't do free returns. They have to pay to send it back and only refund the purchase. Yeah, and we just don't do any returns. We don't do returns. No returns accepted. So unless eBay forces us to do the return, at this point.
And the few that I was like, well, I know they're gonna rate me bad or something if I don't do what they want. it's been such low dollar sales that I just, I'm not going to pay them to ship it back to me. And so like they're saying something's wrong with it. So I know that it would be shipping on me. I'll just let them keep the item. Just throw it away if it's messed up,
Yeah.
And then I'm just out the money that I paid for the item, but I'm not paying again, have it shipped back to me for me to just relist it. I don't know. That's what I've done the few times I've had to refund someone.
I honestly don't think we personally would see a huge increase in sales if we started accepting returns, honestly. And that might just be me pulling that out of thin air, but I just don't, with our sell-through rate being on par with others, I don't think it would get much better, honestly. And actually, we were looking at the eBay's recommend, like the numbers that they say you should see for accepting the free returns. They had this infographic or whatever.
But it said you might see these increases.
It's like these are not guaranteed, and it was only like maybe a couple extra sales. It was saying you should expect this amount of items to sell, and we were basically already there. So it was not that appealing for us at this time. First time seeing you live. Thank you for sharing. I watched you guys while I packed my 2 packages. Hey, 2 packages. That's better than no packages,
Literally
right?
A year ago, I was doing 2
Right.
packages and so freaking proud of myself.
So
proud of
myself. I'm
proud of myself. That's why I get annoyed when people on Instagram are like, "Oh, my 1 package is $50."
I mean, if you're used to selling like 50 packages a day, maybe not. Like, don't worry about it. But
I think if you sell a $5 item, that's great. Or $50, I think every sale is great. I don't get why people are like, "Oh, my sales. This is $100 sale in 1 package."
What is the cheapest way to pack and ship snow boots? So if you can, probably shoebox. I'm talking kids boots, but I guess.
Are they talking kids boots?
Well, I don't know if she's talking kids boots.
It depends on what platform, what boots, how much they weigh.
Yeah, it really does depend. You should
list them on Poshmark and hope they sell on there because the shipping's already paid for. That's what I always hope for with my.
Hope that it sells on Poshmark. That's. Other than that, just that one big box from USPS is probably what we would do, or
I mean, if it's like
or maybe
baby
a poly
ones,
mailer.
I put them in at a flat rate, but otherwise,
sometimes we will.
If it's just under 2 pounds and the box is going to put it to 3, I'll put it like bubble wrap a little and then put it in a poly.
Yeah, sometimes if we could fit them in like one of these eBay bubble mailers, 1 boot each, we'll put them in there and then poly mail them or poly wrap.
If the weight doesn't matter, I would definitely just put them in a USPS box. If the weight does matter, you just gotta.
It's not what we're recommending, but that's kind of what we do sometimes. And we haven't had complaints. Somebody said snow boots, FedEx ground. That might be a good suggestion. Hi, guys, from Arizona. Kathy Montano is in Arizona. When I was selling on eBay, even if you posted no returns, eBay forced returns on sellers if it was requested. Yes, unless they say it's not as described, yes, they will force a return.
That one time,
and we have had that happen. If they say it's because it doesn't fit, in our experience, they've favored us on those. So if they buy shoes and they're a size 8 and we sold them as a size 8 and they didn't say, hey, these are a size 9, we've had really good luck with getting ruled in our favor. And I just realized our battery's at 18%. I'm not on a charger right now. We probably will wrap it up soon. We just hit 2 hours. And
I haven't even finished my shipping.
Yeah.
Normally we'd have all these done in like an hour.
Right. We would have been done by now. And that's, I'm having a great time. I would stay all night. Right. I am getting a little sleepy though, if you haven't noticed. And yeah, we do have a bunch of school stuff to do in the morning. So we might cut it here in the next 10 minutes and then finish up what we got here. But
anyone have any shipping questions? I was like, what we came.
Yeah. Any
So
more
I kind of showed
shipping
you
questions?
how we do eBay, how we do Kiddas and Poshmark. Simple because it's the weight's already paid for unless you have something crazy heavy, which we rarely ever do. I don't think we've ever went over the 5 pounds.
And yeah, those are just print the labels, and then Mercari. I always charge the buyer the shipping, and I use their labels, so it's really just print and put it in a box.
Have you ever tried selling certain things on apps like Nextdoor? I'm so tempted to sell this really heavy pair of Sorels on Poshmark and maybe Nextdoor, so I don't have to deal with the shipping. Even Facebook maybe not Facebook Marketplace. I always have issues with Facebook Marketplace with, is this available? And then never getting another answer, or just communication just stinks on the local.
I got into reselling because I was selling a lot on just like kids' shoes and clothes on our local like Facebook.
Yeah, a lot of porch pickup kind of stuff.
Just not in our neighborhood, but like in our little small area.
Local Facebook groups.
Yeah, so not all of Colorado or anything, but yeah, people were just flaky and just trying to message people, and like they want it for really, really cheap.
Be like, hey, will you drive halfway for this $5?
Like I'd be lucky to sell a pair of Converse for like $5 to someone on the Facebook page. So then I just found out about reselling. Like I didn't even really know.
Yeah, we did. I used to refurbish furniture a while back, kind of on the side of my furniture business. So I'd buy things and paint them up and that kind of thing. We did that local. So yeah, if you, I wouldn't count it out, but it is a different ball game, especially on like Facebook Marketplace and stuff like that. I don't know if we've ever done we've never done Nextdoor or like OfferUp or anything like that, right? Is OfferUp local?
I feel like I've done OfferUp a few. I feel like we sold some of your furniture pieces on OfferUp.
Yeah.
The refurbs.
I mean, we've tried a lot of it, but
I haven't. I think you can ship now on OfferUp. I haven't tried it recently, like in 5 years.
But yeah, if that's something you want to try out, I would give it a shot at least to save that shipping.
If anyone was wondering what that was, those were some LeBron, Nike. They sold for, this was a pretty good sale. I had them listed for $70. I sent an offer for $55 because they've been listed for like a month. And yeah, she accepted. So I put them in the Pad flat rate, which cost me $7.75. I'm making $41.08, and I actually bought these off Kitizen and sold them on Kitizen. So I bought them for $14 off Kitizen. So always looking for the deals.
Hello from Arizona. Hi from Oklahoma. All over the place. Hello. Hey, you two. Definitely gonna have to rewatch this one. Oh, Greg from Rocky Mountain Resellers.
Okay,
Weekly thing, maybe? No commitment at this point. We just Greg, I know you missed the beginning. We've had 30 sales since yesterday. Actually, we had a couple sales during the show.
Just didn't want to wait till Tuesday.
Right. So with it being a holiday weekend and our normal what sold kind of videos, it was looking like Tuesday's what sold video would have been really like potentially 50 sales or so, maybe more. And it would have been a really long video. So we kind of decided on a whim to maybe go over how we ship items and how we do our inventory and stuff. We are kind of wrapping up here though in the next few minutes, but I don't know if it's a weekly thing at this point. I'm not against it, but
I mean, it can't be that interesting to watch.
If you guys want it, I mean,
yeah, we like chatting.
I honestly was surprised to see as many people here as we did. So maybe, yeah, I'm not going to count it out for sure. Thanks for getting me hooked on colorful poly mailers. Ordered any new prints lately?
Latest one. Well, I got these off Mercari because
I don't know if we recommend them
because I couldn't find these anywhere. Like they didn't have them on Amazon, but I wanted some Halloween ones, so I only got I think she only did like 40 of them. So
yeah,
they do smell kind of funny.
They smell like China manufacturing.
Anyways, we're almost through those. I have buffalo plaid. I still got pandas. I ordered the shipping hip winter ones.
Well, these.
Yeah, those
kind of Christmas.
I still got llamas. So it depends on if it's a little girl item, I'll probably put in a llama or a cheetah or a star. I got $1,000 worth of them. Just kidding. It's probably $100 worth of polymer. So. Yeah, I probably have 10 different prints. So.
We've got poly mailers for days.
When it's a
months.
dude, I usually put it in a plain eBay mailer because dudes are not cool. Just kidding.
We like nice
Do you guys
mailers.
like poly mailers? Like fancy poly mailers?
Facebook local my town is a waste of time. Yeah, flakes. Save the bulky stuff for a yard sale. That's a good idea. Actually, we've kind of tossed around the idea of maybe doing a local booth. I don't know. It's been kind of on the radar. Maybe once.
So far of a drive across
yeah.
town, so we'd have to like.
We have a couple.
Schedule every
we have a couple of those in our town, but they are on the opposite side of town, so it would have to be. We'd have to work out the logistics on that, but. USPS closed tomorrow. Yes, post office is closed tomorrow, and that's kind of why we were doing this tonight. One of the reasons for being 11 p.m. You have a great turnout for your first live. Yeah, I honestly, we were over 50 at one point, and we're at 37 now. I'm surprised everybody's awake. I'm about to fall asleep.
Tomorrow we're gonna go to brunch without our kids because. Well, they ruined it for us today, and tomorrow our one son is on fall break, but he gets to go to like a zoo field trip type thing.
Yeah.
And our other son still has school, even though it's a holiday.
So yeah, we've got some school activities tomorrow that we got to drop the kids off. This is actually our second live, Greg. We did a unboxing of like a ThreadUp mystery box a few months ago. I don't know. We're definitely. I'm getting used to the
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm very shy. That's why I'm not looking at the camera at all.
How much more do you spend on the cute ones versus plain? Oh, the poly mailers.
Well, Shipping Hip, we obviously have a deal with them, so they gave us a coupon code. So those ones actually only cost me like.
What's the max?
I have 10 cents into those mailers just because I have a coupon with them.
The
but
Shipping Hip.
Yeah.
So 10 cents a mailer for our Shipping Hip ones.
Like these ghosts I overpaid for. I probably paid like 20 cents a piece for these just because I really wanted them. But generally 15 cents is about, I usually buy the ones off Amazon when they're about $15 for 100. And like we have Amazon affiliates. You guys buy it. So I usually use some of that money or we also have our main credit card through Amazon just to get points. Anyways. Basically, everything we buy off Amazon is like technically free with points. Stuff that I buy for the business kind of stuff.
Yeah. Some people are saying it's 12 a.m. Yeah. If you guys are on the East Coast, man, thank you for hanging out with us. I'm about to crash and I usually fall asleep around midnight. So all this talking, I don't talk this much usually. Only big stuff. Otherwise it gets shoplifted. I've had booths over the years. Yeah. It's been one of those things that, it's on the, we're thinking about it. It's definitely not on the big plan yet, but very shy, but I want to start a YouTube channel. Was going to ask on tips on how to talk to the audience.
I'm not good at it. That's why I like Wet Souls, because I have the thing in my hand. I don't feel so as nervous when I have the item that I'm talking about right in front of me.
Honestly, it helps that you guys are here. I don't know if I'd be able to talk if there wasn't you guys to talk to.
That's why we have a hard time coming up with other videos stuff, because it's just weird just talking to the camera.
Yeah, I don't know. It's be yourself. I think we're not the best people to be asking how to do YouTube. Honestly, I always feel like, so I'm a prepper. I like to have everything, planned out, prepped, ready to go. And I feel like YouTube has been we've been putting out a fire for the past 7 months as far as with planning and stuff, right? Like we're just doing enough to get by. I do hope and want to do more with YouTube. Get better thumbnail, better, oh, my dog over there. Better description, better all around, right? And it's hard with as much stuff as going on. it hasn't been getting the attention I want to give to it. Hopefully one day. But yeah, I don't know if we're the best to be giving YouTube advice, honestly. I think we're just super lucky. I don't know.
I feel like Harry Tornado has a good video on how
Yeah, I think Harry Tornado did.
How to make a good YouTube video, or like what he thinks is important as far as catching the audience quickly, not talking too much. That's what I do too much.
Right.
Just rambling.
We're not big talkers, so that's why in a lot of our videos we get right to the point, and that's oh, we got another sale.
This weekend is awesome.
This has been a really, really good weekend. This is not normal, guys.
It's so tricky. Like, it's hard to know if these items are getting sold because of my sale, because really 15% off of $20 to $30 items is not that much. Do you think that really pushes them over the edge, or do you think
I don't know
that I just listed a lot and it's catching up? Like, it's hard to know.
Yeah. 1 a.m. in Florida. Ooh. Go to sleep. Go to sleep,
I usually
Alyssa.
stay up that late, but not because I want to, just because I can't fall asleep.
She can't get you can get enough of us. We're not worth staying up late for. I'm sorry. Thank you for being here, but go to sleep. You don't have to show your face. You can do hand-only videos. Oh, that's a good suggestion.
I feel like when I first started watching reseller stuff, I don't know. I don't even know who the channel was, but they did that.
Yeah.
And I still watch their videos.
Hey, from Virginia, also packing while staying up late with you guys. Love your content. Thanks, Carol. Thanks for being here. It's pretty late in Virginia, isn't it? I'm trying to get you guys to go to bed so I can go to bed, if you haven't noticed.
But it's only 9:55 in California.
I bet Kathy started by pretending she was just talking to hubby. Honestly, that's yes, that's how we kind of tricked it. We I will start off all the videos, and I still do, because Kathy is shy. I'm a little less shy. I'm more shy in real life. I'm a very introverted person. This whole social distancing has been great for me. Let's see, but yeah, that's kind of how we cheated it a little bit.
Because like when I bring out home stuff, I'm always showing him. He's like, we could just do.
I was like, I could be recording you right now, and this could be a haul video, right? I don't know. Any guys out there have their girlfriends or wives show off all the stuff that they bought at good discounts?
And watch, even though you don't give a crap.
I can't be the only one, right? Kathy is so much more comfortable on camera than she was on day one. Yes, and it is a muscle. I think I am too. I feel like I used to say a lot and stutter a lot. No. I thought you guys were monetized. We are. I think
the last couple months, 2 months ago.
We got monetized super fast. And yes, way faster than we ever dreamed and thought. So
I thought it would be at least like a year.
Oh, super chat. No, you guys don't need to give us super chats. I'm going to keep that deactivated. People are shopping because they sleep on holiday Monday. Yeah, that's true. Although our kids,
we gotta be up.
They got school. I don't know. Colorado, we don't got Columbus Day off. Let's see. All right, it was nice chatting. Hey, good night. Good night, Eclectic E. Taylor. And yeah, good luck with YouTube. I say just jump on in. That's kind of what we did. If you wait, you're never gonna get there if you keep waiting for the perfect time, right? So, what's the worst thing that's gonna happen? A couple people watch you or nobody watches you, and you just then you won't be embarrassed. But you'll never know that unless you try, right? That's the thing.
I never go back. Like, I don't actually watch our own videos.
Yeah.
I just can't.
She would probably make me delete them.
Embarrassing of my own self. I can't watch my own self.
And I don't mess up the editing too much. Oh my gosh, I probably embarrassed my whole family. Major joke. They would cringe. Yeah. Oh, if you started a channel. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think it's for everybody. So I'll tell a little story. I know we've gone over longer than we said we were, but you guys are still here. So, a long time ago, I made a YouTube video, and it was about my phone. I got a phone bill. I don't know. Some of you guys might have seen this video. I had a video that got like 2 million views. I just did. I got a $5,000 phone bill, and I made like a little vlog about it and put it up on YouTube, and it went viral. I don't know why or how or what, but yeah, that was kind of weird. And it was a long time ago with YouTube, back when I think the YouTube Partner Program was just new. And that was kind of my first experience with YouTube. And I've always been like, hey, we should try to do something, right? Like for forever. Yeah, and I recorded a few woodworking videos here and there, but so YouTube has basically been on my mind for.
Please, what the heck?
What's going on, Roxy?
They stepped on a bag.
They stepped on one of those cellophane bags. Sorry about the noise. So yeah, that's a little bit of a little Easter egg to know about me. I had a viral video back 10 years ago.
Tell them you didn't have to pay that bill, and you basically made that much money just from that one video, though.
Yeah. So, like I said, I had a $5,000 phone bill from the iPhone. The iPhone was brand new, and
when AT&T, they had to like charge data.
Yeah, it was. I mean, that's. Somehow the data plan on my plan got deactivated, so I was paying per kilobyte or something. So I put a video up, and AT&T ended up fixing it after months. And that video, I was able to get monetized for that video somehow. I don't remember. This was a long time ago, but I ended up making like $5,000. So I got a $5,000 phone bill, got that fixed, and then over a period of time, I got paid back $5,000 for YouTube from that one video. And that was a horrible, horrible video. if you've seen it. No, I deleted it a long time ago. It's so embarrassing.
It was a very stupid video, and I thought it was.
Yeah. So I think back then, like you could do video responses. So there's a YouTuber, I think she still does videos, iJustine. I think she does videos. So I responded to one of her. I'm sure all of you have seen the video where she got like a 300-page phone bill, right? So I responded to that video with my $5,000 phone bill video. And I think that's how it kind of popped off or whatever. But yeah, that video is long gone. Oh, Eclectic Detailer says it sounds familiar. Yeah, I think it happened a couple times to some people, but I was one of them. Well, my family thinks I'm nuts for flipping stuff and dumpster diving. Yeah. Honestly, our family, I don't think my family really gets it.
I think they think it's a
yeah. I mean, my mom understands it, but she's always been like, you need to go to college and all that kind of stuff. But
and now here I am wishing I didn't go to
college. College graduate, stay-at-home mom, full-time employer of herself. So
my $100,000 degree is worth it.
Okay, project list. Find that Marvin video. Good luck. If you could find it, I would love to see it, but I'm pretty sure it's gone. I think I've looked for it.
Recognize you back
yeah, I was probably 100 pounds lighter.
You didn't have a beard or anything.
I was a young one. Back in my heyday. All right, so I don't know. Should we wrap it up? Or you?
Yeah, I can't. It's hard for me to concentrate to put things in the right package.
Yeah.
And I'm worried that I'm going to put the wrong thing
and I am at 6%. My battery is actually red on the laptop. Okay. sitting here. So I think we're going to call it. Yeah, you guys all need to go to sleep, and so do I. So we're going to go ahead and call it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, you guys surprise us with everybody watching. I was expecting to get like maybe 10 people. So you guys are awesome. Thanks for popping in, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.